You're a voiceover artist looking to start, build, and grow a successful voiceover career. Right now, you may be confused as how to even start, or you're just simply stuck. That ends now. Let's get you started with this podcast, Steps to Voiceover Success. What's good? What's good? Good morning, everyone. You know, I am here with you. Yours truly, Earl Hall. Live every Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. For all of you watching here on the YouTube channel, make sure that you do subscribe. If you're a voiceover artist, you're looking to start, build, and grow a successful voiceover career, you are definitely in the right spot. Today, we're going to be talking about, are you even ready to start getting VO work? Right? It's like for all of you folks that are out here and you may be stuck, you may be struggling and all of that. You just saw me pop up on the screen there. You want to make sure you get access to freevocourse.com. This is a very in-depth course that's going to give you a ton of information that you need to execute on. Look, information is one thing, but if you're not executing on that information, it literally means nothing. Good morning, Victor. Glad to have you in here. Amit, glad to see you back. Also, Tara, one of my mastermind, the folks that's a member of my mastermind. Thanks so much for being here this morning. Look, we've got this that we do live every Friday, and then also we have the podcast. Look, links for the podcast, links to the YouTube channel so you can subscribe. They're all below in the description. You want to make sure that you do that. Very proud of the fact that we've been able to now put out the audio podcast as well. For those of you that want to, listen at different times, you may not want to see this bald head, every time you're listening to me, but that's all right. That's all right. But I want to make sure we get you a ton of great information. You can subscribe to the podcast. Again, link is in the description. You can follow it on whatever your favorite podcasting platform is, because it's there. All right. Look, all of you know about my book, Steps to Voiceover Success. This is what I really am super proud of, and I want to make sure that you're able to get that. Link is in the description for that as well. It's going to show you how to start, build, and grow a successful voiceover business. But look, when you're looking to jump into VO, what's up, Will? Mr. William, glad to have you in here. Good morning to you as well. When you're looking to just think about getting into VO, obviously there's a tremendous amount of information that you have to consume. It's a lot. It is way beyond your mic and your interface and your DAW, your digital audio workstation, the software that you record your voice with. It's way beyond there, because then there's so many different intricate parts to this whole thing, not to mention the performance piece of this. How is it, or what is it that you're going to voice? What is the genre or genres you want to go after? Definitely suggest you only do one genre to begin with. Don't try and do anything and everything. And let me explain what I mean by that. Voice actors, so many times they come into this industry and it's like, oh, well, I can do this. I can do audiobooks. I can do commercials. I can do telephony. I can do character voices. When you do that, and I want to explain this very well, and I do explain this in the book too, Steps to Voiceover Success. Do not commoditize yourself by saying that you can do it all. It does not make you look special. I want you to understand that. You trying to come across as though you can do all types of VO commoditizes you. Now, what is a commodity? A commodity is something that you can get from anywhere. You can go to the grocery store and get bread. You don't have to get a particular brand. You can get any kind of brand of bread you want. There's nothing special about bread unless you start specializing in certain types of bread that people actually want to consume. When you become a specialist, even think about it from the standpoint of like your general practitioner, right? We go to the doctor. General practitioners, they see everybody. But when you have something that is seriously wrong, they refer you out to what? A specialist. Who do you think gets paid more money? That general practitioner that's seeing, 100 people a day, or that brain surgeon that's only doing one surgery a week? Who do you think actually gets paid more money? That's what I mean by not becoming a commodity, but actually specializing in something, especially to start, right? Initially, okay, you might want to get your feet wet in a couple of different areas just to kind of see where your voice is, right? But one of the biggest determining factors on where you're going to make your money and what people want from you is actually going to come from your clients. Your clients or prospects or whatever, they're going to be the ones that tell you this is what we want, because that's what they'll buy, right? You may want to do audiobooks, but people are saying, hey, we want to hire you for commercials or whatever. When you start seeing those types of trends, that's when you start to double down. We've got Doug Mack in the house in Greensboro, North Carolina. Thanks for being here, man. Mr. William 1072 saying, I got all 3 books. Excellent first step in the voiceover process. Thanks so much, Mr. William. Definitely appreciate that. Tara, I'm so excited. So many people. Hi, everyone. Let's do it. Let's go. Yes, let's do it. Let's go with this. Now, if you're getting ready, I like to call it getting ready to get ready. You've got to get beyond the getting ready to get ready. Now, how do you know you're in the stage of getting ready to get ready? Well, you've got your mic. You've got your audio interface. You know, you may have something little like this, like the Focusrite Solo, like I have on the side here. It's not hooked up. I like how this little box looks. It just sits on my desk and it just looks sharp. But anyway, but that's not the audio interface I use for my podcast. So you've got your mic, you got your audio interface, and now you're playing around with your DAW. Most of you, especially brand new voiceover artists, they're using something like an Audacity, which is great. It's a great DAW. I've been, training on that, and I'll continue to train on that, especially in our mastermind. If you become a member of the mastermind, it's only $47 a month, but you get access to all of my training courses. Plus you get access to me. Every Saturday we do this at 1 p.m. Eastern. This Saturday, tomorrow, I'm actually really excited because I had all of the members of the mastermind send me some of their audio, right? So that I could take a listen to it and really get a feel for where they are and give them some pointers and suggestions. So many times, when you get into voiceover, you're not sure where to go. Like, can someone listen to my audio? Well, how do you know they know what to listen to? You're just in some sort of group and, someone that's at your level, even, not to begrudge that, but if they're just starting and you're just starting, how do they know what good audio sounds like? But having an ear of someone that actually knows what good audio sounds like, I think is priceless, to give you some sort of direction on where it is that you need to go. So I'm excited about that for our mastermind students tomorrow. And again, if you want to join, there's links in the description for that as well. But if you're getting ready to get ready, you're always tweaking something. You're always tweaking something. You've recorded your voice. You've got it in Audacity or Adobe Audition or whatever it is you're using to record your voice. And you're always trying to tweak something. You've been tweaking for months. You're getting ready to get ready. You haven't had the brave heart to go ahead and post a profile on Fiverr or upload your gigs or something like that. But it also comes down to, this is where it really starts getting kind of confusing. Does my audio sound good? Right? Are my settings right? What kind of profile do I need to put up on Fiverr or voices.com or a pay-to-play site if you want to go that route? It's like, what do I need to say? How much do I need to charge? How do I know if I'm getting screwed over? Then all these questions come into play. But we've talked about the 4 steps, basically, that you need to make sure that you've undergone in order to get ready to work. Not get ready to get ready, but get ready to work. Now, the first one we've talked about is, look, you've got to make the decision that you're going to do this, right? If you've made the decision to do this, the next step is to buy your microphone. Start off with a USB mic. Don't get too fancy. Start off with a USB microphone. That's it. Start off with a USB microphone. Start recording your audio. And then start editing your audio and learning how to do that. Now, I'm going to be real clear with you. There is not much you need to know about audio production or processing of your audio. There really is not, because we work in such a small portion of the audio thing in voiceover. You only need to understand compression, EQ, taking out noise, taking out breaths. That's like it. There's not much more to this thing, but we try and get real fancy with a whole bunch of things that we don't need to be getting fancy about, because we're just operating in this little sliver over here. We're not creating, a Disney movie. We're doing a little commercial for a small business. We're doing an intro to a YouTube channel, video. There's not a lot that needs to be done. And then you can just get into putting in background music and making sure that those levels are right. That's it. And so how long should it take? I'm telling you right now, look, if you're dedicated, if you've made the decision to dedicate to being a VO and doing what is required, from the time Tara is saying, yep, if this is what you want to do, stop playing. We got to stop playing. Right now, this is November. We're at the holiday season right now. It's about to be 2023. When are you going to get started? Right? So if you've got your mic, if you do have a USB mic, you're good to go. If you have an XLR mic, like the one that I'm using right here, you need a little handy dandy audio interface to be able to connect that to your computer. And then after that, you should be learning how to create your audio. How long should this take? I will give you 3 months. I'll give you 3 months to just learn that. And the thing that happens is that we lose our focus. We lose our focus because, okay, I need to understand compression. All right, I want to understand compression. Then you watch a YouTube video on EQ. All right, I need to understand EQ. Then you watch another YouTube video and someone's talking about something else. And so you've lost your focus from just learning compression. Learn it. Once you've learned it and you understand it, now let's move on. But the back and forth, I think, is where we really get confused with what it is that we're doing. And when you're just starting out, even being able to just take some simple notes about what it is that you're doing, what it is that you've discovered, right? And these are the things that I go through in the free course as well. And you can take a look at freevocourse.com. I go through all of these things, even in the free course. You're going to get so much out of the free course, you're not going to believe it. So make sure that you grab it and get it. But if you focus in on one thing at a time as opposed to 12, you're going to move a lot faster. You're going to move a lot faster. Tara's saying, right. Edwin saying, hey, everyone. William is saying, sufferer of the getting too fancy for my own good affliction. Love it. Love it. Exactly. Focus in on the main thing. Keep the main thing and what it is that you're doing. Learn that thing. And let's move on. Let's get this thing going, because how long have you been putting off actually getting going? Like, how long have you had your mic? Well, let's start at the beginning. How long have you been thinking about getting into VO? How long is that process taking or taking? Have you bought your equipment? Do you have your gear? Is it still in the box, or have you actually hooked it up yet? Right? That's another thing, because all of a sudden we make a purchase on Amazon or something like that, and we think, okay, yeah, it's great. Mm-mm. Is it out of the box? Did you hook it up? Did you spend 2 hours playing? Because when you first initially get it, that's what you need to do. Spend about 2 hours playing. So make some time on a Saturday to go ahead and just play. Just play. Don't be too hard on yourself. Look, you've never done this before. It's never been done before. And then what happens is, so many times they'll get their gear or whatever they'll get. And then the next question they want to ask is, well, how much money can I make? And how do I make the money the fastest? Well, it's probably not going to be real fast, because you don't even know how to do compression yet. It's not going to be real fast because you have no idea if I use the term downward expansion, you probably don't know what that means either, right? It's like, there's steps you cannot skip in this. And if you skip the steps at the beginning, you'll never get to the end. You'll always be tweaking. You'll always be getting ready to get ready with that. That's why I'm so proud of our mastermind folks, the folks that are in the mastermind, because they're kind of getting to it, right? And, they know I'm going to hold you accountable for what it is that you say it is that you want to do. This is not an easy career fit. No business, no entrepreneurial venture is just going to be easy. It's not. It's going to take consistent work over time. Consistent work, consistent being very important. When is the time you're setting aside for this? And have you made it non-negotiable time? Have you made Saturday at 2:00 non-negotiable? Right? Have you made Wednesday at 7 p.m. non-negotiable, 7 to 8? Non-negotiable. This is what I'm working on. I'm working on compression until I get it. Is it Thursday at noon? I am working on my EQ until I get it and understand it, so that I know what it is that I'm doing. These things have to be a must. So many people, even though they may have gotten 1 or 2 jobs here, 1 or 2 jobs there, they're still actually not ready. You know why they're not ready? There are so many things. I mean, when I think back to when I first began in VO and the things that I had to unlearn, I'm just talking about things I had to unlearn, right? The stuff I had to stop watching on YouTube, right? The stuff I had to literally, okay, it's all good. It's inspirational. Oh, this guy's making a ton of money. Oh, she's doing really good. She understands character voices. And what is that? I'm going to just ask you this question. The videos that you're watching, what does that have to do with where you are right now and getting you to the next level of where it is that you want to get? Are you watching YouTube videos, or even me? Are you just watching for entertainment? Are you watching to get something that you can get to go put into effect right now? One is going to get you to the place you want to be much quicker than the other. I can spend, and I used to do it. I mean, I can't even really fault anyone. I remember doing it. I remember just all day, pretty much, I'm just watching YouTube video after YouTube video. And what did that get me? Because I watched all these videos, but I wasn't doing anything. And even if I did attempt to try some high level thing, I hadn't even mastered the low level thing yet to a point where I understood it. And if I had to go and recreate what I just saw on a high level thing, I couldn't do it. There'd be no way that I could do that. When you are ready to start getting work, I mean, if today is the day that you're ready because you understand what it is that it is from an audio production standpoint, because you're not ready until you are firmly grounded in the audio production. There's no sense in trying to figure out, well, how can I get work on Fiverr? You're not ready yet. And it's not like to be mean. It's just true. Let's get this done. Let's get this done so that now we can move on to the next step. Too many people are trying to do 8 steps at once, and it doesn't work that way. It's in the beginning, it is 1 step at a time. Because now when you have gotten the audio production part down, you don't have to worry about that anymore. Now, guess what? You can focus. You can literally focus on getting work because you're not constantly trying to go back and fuss through and pick with and adjust this and adjust that. You are literally ready to go. Mr. William is saying too many videos will get one thing, confused. Exactly. Tara's saying, I actually watch you to hear your voice, mannerisms, inflections in your voice, energy in your voice. Money comes with hard work. Money comes with hard work, yes. But if you want to make real money, it's going to take hard work. But the consistency of what it is that you do, having being professional with your craft, knowing that you know what the crap you're doing. You're not guessing every single time someone would send you a job. Oh, how am I going to do this? What were those EQ settings again? How much compression should I be putting on this? Now you're just making the job take that much longer. Or it just doesn't sound as good as it could sound because you haven't gotten these first 4 steps down yet. You don't understand the mastering of your audio, right? This is severely important. So many times I see people chasing squirrels, running around like a chicken with their head cut off, Ooh, they told me I should do it this way. Oh, they told me I should do it this way. Oh, maybe I should try it this way. All these things, they're a shiny object syndrome, but no actual focus. And what is needed, especially in the beginning and literally all the way through your career, is going to be focus. It's going to be focus on what it is that you're doing and the craft that you're trying to master. We can complain all day long about there's a ton of competition, and there is. We can complain all day long. They've been doing this longer than I've been doing it. May very well be true. We can complain that they're getting all of this work on Fiverr, but I'm not getting anything. You can complain all you want, but it doesn't change the facts. It will never change the facts. And it is never the thing that is on the outside that is the cause of your failure. It's you. Nothing else. Nothing else. Failure and success is in your hands. And when you start looking at outside things that may be the reason for you failing or even succeeding, you give your power away. The intentionality of your actions and the belief in yourself and the work ethic that you have to become the best it is that you can possibly be is all that matters. And please stop comparing your voice to someone else's. Does not matter. Anyone has the ability, that wants to do this. You can do it. It's going to take a little bit of time. But the comparison game from how much money someone else is making or the type of voice that they have, or their voice is a little bit deeper, a little bit richer, whatever it is, stop the madness. Stop looking at that. Look, I want to make sure that all of you, did I hit the right button? Yeah, I hit the right button. I want to make sure that all of you are very aware of a couple of things. freevocourse.com. If you don't have it, get it. You can join our mastermind anytime, leave anytime. It's $47 a month. You get access to all of my classes, courses, all of that. Plus you get access to me every Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern, where I'm going to come on and teach you and train you and coach you and guide you and lead you and hold you accountable. Okay? I want to make sure that you know about that. The links are in the description if you want to learn about the gear that I use. I mean, it's all there. The headphones, the microphones, the audio interfaces. I mean, all of that is there. If you need suggestions, there's links in the description for that. And also, obviously, the brand new podcast I'm excited about next week. Next Friday's Black Friday. We're going to be talking about microphones on sale. Make sure that you are here. Saturday, we're going to be talking about audio interfaces, headphones, stuff like that. On Monday, Cyber Monday, we're going to be talking about all the ancillary products that you need to make sure that you're taking a look at. Preach, Brother Earl. Gotta focus with discipline and action. These are certainly the weak points. Tara, hope to see y'all tomorrow. Have a wonderful day, fam. I'll see you guys next week, and I'll see all of my mastermind members like Mr. Will 1072 here. I'll see him on tomorrow. Give me a couple thumbs up if you would. Leave me a comment, a question. I'll make sure that I answer you back. You have a good rest of your day. You take care. Bye now.